guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are doing a first impressions because I really want to try out this Anastasia Soft Glam palette. So we are just going to be playing with some makeup. I'm in the mood to do my makeup because my hair is curled and I feel like playing with makeup. So I'm actually just going to jump right into the palette because I already have my eyes primed and I already have my eyebrows filled in. I'm so excited. This Friday I have an appointment with Pirette who does my microblading. She is known as the eyebrow doctor and she is so amazing, so I'm so excited to not have to fill in my brows. I do fill them in a little bit. It's been 1 year since I got them microbladed. So let's go ahead and get into this palette. So first things first, I noticed that it has like the soft, like modern Renaissance kind of packaging, and I kind of wish she would have went with the like plastic, like the Mario palette, because this one is definitely gonna get dirty, but that's okay. We are going to jump right in, and there are some shades. I believe there are 4 shades that are permanent in this palette, like they're already in other palettes, and I'm pretty sure it's Tempera, Orange Soda, Burnt Orange, and Sienna, and the rest of these shades are new. And I really love how neutral this palette is. A lot of people are saying it's boring, it's basic, but I feel like this kind of palette really is up my alley because it has more of the neutral browns as opposed to the rosy mauvey ones in the modern Renaissance. So let's go ahead and jump right in. I'm going to first just take the shade Orange Soda on a Smith 232, and I'm just going to go ahead and put that into my transition area. I already have this shade as a single and I love it, and it is in a palette, so I already know I love this shade, and this formula seems like it's back to the normal Anastasia formula, which is soft, it's pigmented. So this shade does pull a little bit more of like a light orange on me, or as like a peach, but we're just going to use this as our transition just so that we have a little bit of this color kind of peeking through later on, because we are going to be putting some neutral browns, and I like kind of starting off with this kind of shade, like a peach smoothie kind of shade, because later on it just helps everything blend and it'll just add some warmth kind of like in the background. I like to kind of put this on in circular motions and then side to side to really just blend that in. Next, I'm going to take Burnt Orange right underneath that, and I'm going to bring it all the way into the inner corner. One of my super loyal clients came over and she put me on to this new artist. Well, she's not new, but she's new to me, Sabrina Claudio, and I've been listening to her nonstop on Pandora. Okay, I'm getting a lot of powder. Burnt Orange actually is less orange than Orange Soda, which I like. But yeah, I'm really obsessed with Sabrina Claudio. This song Belong to You is so good. This is just like good like vibes, like chill music, and I'm obsessed. I'm gonna take that on a 224. I'm going to take a little bit of Burnt Orange and a tiny bit of Rustic on this Wayne Goss 18, and I'm literally just repeating these steps, just trying to add depth. Ooh, I like that color, and I am bringing it all the way in. I'm going to take a little bit of Sienna with this Wayne Goss 19, which I love, just in there. I'm really just trying to build up these browns around my eye for definition. Ooh, that one had a little bit of fallout. That's okay. I pretty much have fallout with every eyeshadow these days. The more pigmented they make them and the softer they make them, the more fallout we're getting, which is okay. That's why I always do my eyes first, unless it's a very simple look. I'm gonna take the shade Bronze, and I'm going to put that in the middle. I wet my brush a little bit with Fix Plus. I'm going to take a little bit more of Sienna and just kind of place it between the gold and the browns. I'm going to take a touch of Mulberry, which is a burgundy, and And I'm just laying that right over. Now I'm going to take a winged liner brush and I'm going to take Noir from the palette. I'm just going in with a wet brush with that, and I'm going to do my fake liner. Taking the clean Anastasia brush that comes in the palette to try to blend this out, because I feel like it just looks a little like blobby. I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to come back to my eyes because that's how I roll. Let's just do some mascara. This is the new Smashbox Super Fanned Out Mascara. I'm going to apply some black liner up in here. And for lashes, I'm going to pop on these Velour Would I Lie lashes. I literally just got them today, part of their new Effortless collection. And they already come pre-trimmed and they're super natural, which this look isn't too natural, but I'm in the mood for these lashes. So these lashes already come pre-trimmed, so you don't have to trim them, which is pretty awesome, saves you some time. For primer, I'm going to use this Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter, and this is in the shade number 2. So there's about, I think, 5 or 6 shades, and you can use this as an illuminizer, a foundation. I've worn this on top of foundation and like on top of powder. I'm going to put 2 kind of in the center of my face, and then shade number 3 kind of down here. So it has like a tint but a glow, so it's a hybrid. I'm gonna use my beauty blender. This product is really nice because it has no visible shimmer or glitter. It's just like a nice balmy product. Like, it has a sheen to it, but it's not glittery at all. So now that I look super duper dewy, I'm gonna be using the Nars Foundation again. This is in Punjab, and this is their Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. This actually didn't break me out, so in my last video I was saying how usually Nars Foundations break me out. So far so good with this one. I love how it looks on the skin. This foundation just looks really skin-like, and I really like it. And I love Nars shades in their foundations. So I wanted to update you guys on the YouTube situation that I was talking about. I was kind of like demonetized literally just for like 3 weeks, or maybe it was 2 weeks. But I was talking about it in my last Get Ready With Me, and a couple of you had questions about it. And I felt like I did a pretty good explanation as to why, but pretty much I was kind of like owned. My YouTube was like owned by a network for a really long time, for years. Like an MCN is what it's called. It's a partnership, a YouTube partnership. And so when I got off of it, pretty much I like regained my YouTube channel back, and so like I owned it again, and so I had to reapply to the AdSense, which is what YouTubers make their money from. So Google pays YouTubers based on the ads. So I didn't have a problem with, you know, just like waiting, but it was like, oh, it's gonna take a while because so many people are applying to get monetized. But pretty much 2 days or 3 days after I did my video, I got monetized again. And I had a representative from YouTube tell me like, oh, it's gonna take, you know, maybe another week or so, but then it just happened like 2 days after that video. So I'm happy about that. Like, my YouTube it's good now. So it's not that I like got removed from making money ever, period. It was just like a time period. Even if in the back end of YouTube things are going like crazy, like I'm still gonna upload. So my skin looks super radiant right now, and it looks very glowy. But we are going to conceal, and I have this Mercier Flawless Fusion Concealer in 2W, Too Warm. And this is a brand new concealer. Mercier does have the corresponding foundation to this, which I do like. But I'm excited to see this concealer. So right off the bat, I do like the shade. It's like a nice yellow shade, which y'all know I like. Kind of has like a flexible wand. I'm going to blend that out with the same beauty blender. Booty blender. So that blended out really nicely. It looks smooth. I do have a little bit of creasing, but that is normal for me. So let's go ahead and set these under eyes. I'm going to use my Dermablend powder. And I'm just going to set the rest of my makeup with a pressed powder. have like a small breakout right on just this side of my face, actually kind of here too, like little bumps. I'm not sure if it was the MAC foundation that I used the other day or maybe it was the Nars, but my skin is just a little upset at me right now, but that's okay. We're gonna keep it moving. For bronzer, I'm gonna be using the Anastasia Rosewood bronzer. I love Saddle, and I've been using Rosewood. It's a little bit more like reddy for my skin tone, like a red undertone, reddy, but I like it. Just gotta be super careful with this one. So for the first highlight that I want to try, this is the Laura Geller High Def Glow Illuminator. And this is in collaboration with Allenized, and this is in Tempting Topaz. Let's see. Ooh. Even though my skin is dry, highlight is coming through. That's good. And I'm just going to clean up my brows a little bit because I feel like sometimes when I do my brows first and then I do like my foundation, it kind of gets a little bit messy. I'm telling you, I'm gonna actually use a little bit of the Laura Mercier concealer. I cannot wait for this microblading. Like, you don't even know. I got so used to not having to fill in my brows, especially in the front. I'm kind of in the mood to do a red lip. So let's try out this Buxom Vava Plump Boldly Go. This can go so wrong, but it can go so right. I'm using some of Saddle. A little bit of Ofra Pillow Talk. Yellow.
Sup?
Sup? Recording a video.
Oh yeah? Mention my name. Be like, yo, my brother's so cool.
So cool.
How's mom? Where's she at?
I'm just applying some Studio Fix Powder right in the center of my face. And this is in the shade C3. Just where I kind of need some mattifying. I'm going to put a little bit of Tempera right on my brow bone. You know what? Just a little Amrezy right on top. Why not? Because look at how blinding the Amrezy one is. Oh my god. So here is the finished product. Love this palette. It took me a little while to get used to this formula again because I'm so used to using like single shadows and like my Makeup Forever eyeshadows or just like Makeup Geek or just single shadows. I feel like they're different than palettes, but I really love that you get so many browns and shades of brown. Make sure I don't have red lipstick on my teeth. I just love that you get like really light brown, dark brown to the darkest of brown to black, which is so important in a palette. And then this really pretty burgundy shade is really nice. The bronzy shade is gorgeous. Tempera, I wish Tempera was like a white matte shade. It has a little bit of shimmer, which is a little weird. I use it on my brow bone. It's a pretty brow bone color, but I do wish it was matte, or it could have been like a cream or a little bit more of like a yellow toned cream, but I still love it. Rose pink looks really pretty and sultry. So sultry and bronze have like that 3D, almost like Huda Beauty, like thick, really shimmery kind of, almost like a crushed pigment feel, like a formula, where rose pink is just like a traditional shade. Ooh, it's really pigmented too. It's more of like a rose gold. That's rose pink. But sultry and bronze have like that thick, really like, ooh, that's actually more brown. So sultry is more like a bronze, where it looks more like a pinky bronze in the palette. Anyway, I really like this palette. I'm gonna have to keep playing with it. I am upset that it's this like soft material because I know it's gonna get dirty. The lashes are really pretty. If you are into smaller lashes or you have a smaller eye or you want something daytime appropriate, I think Velour's new collection is perfect because sometimes the fluff and wispies, like the ones I normally use and love, they could be a little too dramatic for daytime events. Like it could be a little scary or a little intimidating. I think what really shocked me the most is this lip color. I never thought I would like a shiny red, so it really threw me off guard, like having a shiny red, but it feels so comfortable. It doesn't look super glossy. Like it shiny, but it's not like a gloss, like it's not thick. I do have a couple of nude shades from this Buxom Vaba Plump line, and I'm so excited to try those because I really love this kind of like shine, but it's not sticky. It almost feels like a liquid lipstick with a little bit of a gloss on top or like a lip balm on top. And I really do think you need a lip liner if you're going to be using like the bolder colors, because they are kind of shiny and they're not transfer proof. Like they definitely are not. If you're not going to be eating a 5-course meal, I think this is really pretty. I do have some red kind of like all over my hands, so definitely not transfer proof, kiss proof, none of that proof, but it's super comforting, and I love how pigmented and bold this color is. And I really feel like it tied the look together because I felt like my face kind of looked a little like lifeless and flat before, so love that. And what else did I try that was new? The Anastasia Rosewood bronzer is really pretty. I did add a little bit of Give Me Sun on top, but I like Rosewood for contour. Even though it's a little bit more red toned, I think it works really nicely for my skin tone. What else did I try that was new? I really didn't try that much, huh? I really like the Charlotte Tilbury Glow products. I think I prefer them though on top of my foundation as opposed to under, because under it was just like really glowy, and because my skin has texture, I think it was kind of amplifying my texture a little bit. So I think I'd rather use that product like where I want to apply glow as opposed to like kind of all over my face, which I should have known better. Any glowy product over my face is usually quite scary for me. The Laura Mercier concealer looks so good under my eyes right now. It's set beautifully. I love how my under eye looks. It just looks really smooth and even. I did add some of the Studio Fix powder, which tends to really like smooth out that area, but even after baking, my under eye doesn't look dry. I do have like lines under my eyes, but that's just my normal crease that I have right underneath my eye, but that's like inevitable, that's just there. But right under that, like it just looks so good. So I really like that Laura Mercier concealer, and I'm gonna keep trying it out. I honestly just wanted to sit down and do my makeup, and I like doing these because I'm trying the makeup out, but I'm also kind of giving you like my insight, and then you guys will see if some of these make it to my favorites or not. And after I kind of put these away after doing these videos, I continue to try them out, and they make it to my favorites or they don't. So yeah, I just kind of like doing these sit down videos, even though they're not super chatty. I wanted to play in makeup, and I was really excited for this palette, and I love it. If you freelance, you should definitely pick this palette up. That palette I bought last weekend, and I was dying to play in it, but I wanted to kind of catch it on camera, not like on some like fishy or sketchy or anything like that kind of thing, but just like I wanted to show you because I just had a really good feeling about this palette. Like I knew it was gonna be a banger, so I'm like, let me catch this on camera, let me get this look on camera, because I kind of wanted to do like a bronzy look today. I again forgot to use this Becca anti-fatigue eye primer. Are you kidding me? I brought it out again today. Like this just doesn't want to be in my life for some reason, but I'm like dying to use it. So that is it for this video. Let me know if you've tried any new products that you've fallen in love with, that you think I should try, or just any new product that you think I should go out and get so that I can try for you in a video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment. Please go show my other videos some love. I uploaded my must-have favorite brushes, and I feel like a lot of people didn't get to see that notification. So if you want to know my favorite, all-time favorite holy grail brushes, please check that video out. I will list it in the description bar. That's it for this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.